maternity dress. So we are working with a flare, but now we're making a triangle flare. Do you understand? So we're making a triangle flare. It's not going to be the normal full flare that we make for our skirts. It's a triangle flare this time around. So you start with the edge of the material that is clean, that's straight, not the scattered edge, because you use the scattered edge, you waste material. See what you do? You pick here. You see how I picked it? And triangle. That's why I call it triangle. It's actually a 180-degree flip. So this one now will be like half of a circle, quarter of a circle. This one will be like quarter of a circle. The other one will be quarter of a circle to make the whole gown half of a circle. So that's why we're working with it. So you saw how I picked it, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, so first thing we're going to do is that we're going to get the normal measurement. Alright, so check please. Okay, thank you. Your shoulder measurement. Your shoulder gonna go like that. Assuming I have a shoulder, I will not cut it out. I'll draft it and then you handle it from there. So assuming you have a shoulder measurement of 7, you mark it. Just find somewhere and mark it. This your shoulder line will not be your startup line. It will be your second line. Please don't stand on the table or feeling. So you go up that. This is the main shoulder. Okay, see what will happen there. Instructor Chinemere will put you through again. For those of you that can't see it, I know you can't all see the table. So let me start again. You have the material, right? Can you see how long? Can you see how this place is? The material will be like this. So it is you place this through. So your instructor will still get back to this place. For those of you that can't see it, can you see it? It's like a triangle. That's why we call this one triangle flare or 180-degree flare. So it's not full like your normal full skirt. So you can use it to make it top, like flare top that you wear with trousers. So so assuming I have a shoulder of 7, I'll mark on 7. Then I'll go up by 1 inch. So now I'll actually go up by 2 inches because the shoulder slant here scatters. The shoulder slant here scatters eventually. If you go up by 1 inch, you still slant again. So I'm going up now by 2 inches. Do you understand? So our shoulder slants, because of the way the flare is, we're going up by 2 inches. So you come here and mark your neck width. Assuming I want my neck width to be 2.5, you mark 2.5 here. If I want a neck width of 2.5, I'll still mark it here on the shoulder line. The neck depth, any depth you want to use. Note, I didn't just mark 2 and drag it like this. You see the material is widening. That's how your neck will keep getting wider as you're moving down. That's why I insisted on remarking 2.5 here. Do you understand? So now I've marked the shoulder already here. So you are connecting. Your shoulder slant for this gown is 2 inches. It is not 1. You know we've been using 1 for other outfits. You're going to use 2 inches for this one. Because it never really relaxes well. So you mark your chest line from this place, the uppermost line now. You come down by say 6 or 7 inches. Then your armhole line. Assuming our armhole line is 8.5. You mark the line here. So when you mark it, you come to your chest line. Your shoulder is 7 already. Chest measurement, you can have 6.5. To connect it. This one now you have 6.5. Make sure you're marking everything because this blouse keeps widening. So you come here now and mark the round bust measurement. My round bust is 8.5. I'll mark it and connect to the curve. So you see the freehand we're doing now a bit. So now we are going to go ahead to add our sewing allowance. Assuming I want to add a sewing allowance of 1 inch, I'll add a sewing allowance of 1 inch. Is it clear to you? Okay. So now that we've added sewing allowance of 1 inch, we get to this point. We are going to get the length of our gown on this uppermost part. Do you understand? The uppermost part. Yes, from the 2 inches. That 2 inches I went up. Remember, the first thing we did was to mark the shoulder. You mark the shoulder. Just carry your tape like this. Anyway, you see and see 7, it's fine. Okay. Like here now, I didn't get up to 7. I'll keep coming down until I get 7. Don't slant it. Don't just try and balance it. It's a triangle. Do you understand? So you just straighten it out so that it's like the base of this other triangle. Is it clear to you? Okay. So I'm going to start from the uppermost line. Get the length. Your Ankara length will not be enough, so you are going to extend your Ankara length. So assuming the center length will be enough, but the sides will not be enough, so you're going to extend it. So assuming I want a length of 36 inches, I'll measure 36 inches. I'll get to this point now. I'm looking for 36 inches again. I'll still come here and measure 36 inches. You'll be measuring round and going round.
From that point?
Yes, from that point. That was starting point. You measure round and go round. 36 inches, sorry. It's not at a particular point. You just be going round 36. So you'll be connecting like that. So until when you're done, when you've gotten to the end, I know I'll not get up to the edge. At this edge now, this edge, that's where I will not get 36 inches. Can you see? Okay, this one actually looks 36 inches. Anyway, if that's the length that you're working with, okay, so whatever length you're working with, you just work with it. So you add material. It's as simple as add material. So if assuming, okay, let me use a longer length now. So let me use 40. Now this 40. The one under is giving me 40, but the one on top is not giving me 40. You will still go ahead and mark everything around 40. So when you cut it, this one now will be shorter. This one will be longer. Just cut it out like that. Then you now carry extra material. Bring pieces of material and add here. Make sure your label is not showing. If your label is showing, it's a sign of a bad work. Make sure your label is not showing. You sew into it, so it, add it up, then blend it. Let it reach the one that is under. That's up. So I would have wanted to cut it out, but I'm going to allow the person that has the clothes. So now this one now. You know, I've added, this my round was divided by 4. I added sewing allowance. If you want to, you can connect it this way. Do you understand? You can now connect it, let it come back as a white. Yeah. If you feel like, oh, I don't want that, let me just use it small. I don't want it to be too big. After all, I'm not pregnant. You can go ahead and do it a little bit. Do you understand? For those that are getting pregnant and want to get pregnant, you don't draw it. Yes, goodness. By the time you're cutting it, you now see that it's a set hook. So it will not have a set hook because you don't necessarily have to put lining. But if you want to put lining, this one does it have lining? I can't remember. If you want to put, yeah, there's lining on this one. If you want to put lining, fine. It will still help your work to be neater. If you want to put lining, put. But remember, you must put facing. This one now is a maternity gown, as if I knew there was this. So if you want to put illusion, that's net on top. You put. Sorry. Assuming I want to put net here, and mark here, and I'll say, okay, let me add sewing allowance to the upper part. I'll cut out here. So it's not a must that it should be plain. Any kind of sleeve you want to put, you go ahead and put. If you want to sew your own with lace up, you can still do that. If you want to place lace on top of this Ankara, you can still do that. So for your back, your back piece. For mine, I had to add, you know, there's no zipper here. There's no zipper. I had to, because of the neck fitting in well, I had to put a depth and then put rope. It's not compulsory. As far as your head can enter well, you don't need to put all that, but that's it. There's no zip. As this one is not like this, you carry it and go and cut the back. So if you want your back to now have high neck, you can now put high neck at the back. If you want your back to have a very, very deep neck like this, you want to be naked at the back, by all means. By all means.
High waist.
That's what I'm saying. If you want the bag to start from the high waist now,
Like you don't want anything at the back.
Yeah, and this one is now. Go ahead and then here. Do you understand? Okay, like this now, huh? Like you don't attach it. You just go ahead and match it. Anyway, you want it to start. Yeah, so you can start from here. Anything you want, draw it anyhow you want it to be. But just know that the body will be the same, so that it will have a So this dress totally is half of a circle. This one now is quarter circle. Do you understand? Quarter circle. Then your skirt, flare skirt is 360. This one is total of 180. But this one now that I've drafted here now is 90 degrees. Are we clear? We're done.